Good evening, everybody. Time right now is a little after 9:30 on October the 9th, 2024. I am Ken Johnson, and this is Weatherman Cameron Lindsay. Say hi, Cameron.
Hi.
And of course, the big story today has been and remains Hurricane Milton. Cameron, I've been looking through Twitter and X, and if you can kind of go stomach through all the political garbage that's on there, outside of flooding with Milton and the tornadoes earlier today, and there were some big tornadoes over there, I really haven't seen anything that's that bad. Of course, I'm not saying it hasn't been. I'm just saying I haven't seen anything that's just looks overly bad there yet.
Not seen that either.
And the storm really began weakening significantly right around landfall. I think it made landfall as a Category 3. Sarasota, Florida is where it made landfall at. But like I say, I had Eric Fox was there in Sarasota, and the wind barely even blew where he was at. I mean, it blew, but not like a lot. Would you say, Cameron, and it's probably too early to say for sure. I mean, because we'll know when we get daylight tomorrow to see the damage and whatnot. But just from what we've seen, would you say it was maybe a little overrated?
Yeah, I think so. It's just
Possibly.
crazy. I know, it was expected, but we went from people chattering about records regarding wind speeds and air pressure to, it's okay.
Well, you went from people talking about it being a Category 6 which doesn't exist, and then you got I really don't want to say that it was. I don't want to say that it was overrated because we don't know yet. I'm just saying, and folks, I'm telling you, this is just from what we've seen on Twitter feeds. I mean, there's been some flooding, but it doesn't look as bad as, from what I've seen anyway, it doesn't look as bad as Helene. And then I wind wise, I've barely even seen hardly any wind. Now the tornadoes earlier today, those were big.
I think the bigger story is the tornadoes.
Well, what happened with that was it began to interact with the frontal system, and when that happened, it began to take on what we call extratropical characteristics, meaning like an area of low pressure that would be developing further north over the United States, over inland, like a regular area of low pressure that you'd see in the springtime. It got a dry slot, and with the dry slot came some heating, and it gave it some instability, and those supercells were able to form in that dry slot. And when you see that, you can get significant tornadoes in tropical systems when you do get that feature. Of course, most of the time you don't get them as big as what we saw today, but those were some massive tornadoes. I think I saw where it was the most tornadoes in one day since the super outbreak in Alabama years ago, right?
Confirmed, or are you talking about
No,
the warnings?
warnings wise.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
So
second most since that day.
hey, look, we got 43 people watching this tonight. Compare that to Max Velocity, though, who had about 500,000 watching him. This 19-year-old kid, folks, a 19-year-old kid, probably lives at home with mom and dad, which is on YouTube. Over 500,000 people following and watching him. Boy, how times have changed. I don't even know that Fox Weather had that many people watching them. That's crazy. Hey, kudos to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
kudos to him.
For him. I think that Reed probably. I don't know that I was watching Reed, and I just never saw anything that was. I mean, his Helene coverage was way better.
His numbers aren't very high either compared to his competition. Let's put it that way.
Really?
He has high numbers, but they're not. He's getting destroyed by his competition right now.
Really? Who's his competition?
Ryan Hall.
Well, Ryan Hall's killing everybody, and Max Velocity is a second. The guy named Weatherman, Mr. Weatherman is also. He's also. But Mr. Weatherman's an actual meteorologist, though, and he has a nice professional look. It isn't. Just some YouTuber at home. This guy's really good at what he does. I'm not saying the other guys aren't either, but because obviously Ryan Hall's the king of it all. He's the king of weather now. I think he's overtaken Jim Cantori and all the Weather Channel people and whatnot. So
Cantori still has his reputation, but people aren't flipping to Cantori anymore.
People aren't watching the Weather Channel anymore. It's a lot of it's because you can't find them anymore like you used to. A lot of cable services have dropped them. And you've just got a lot of competition. I mean, I would say that no longer I've been saying this for a while now. No longer is the competition Michael Bowling down the street or Lexi Walker up the street.
Yeah.
In our world, our world, the competition has become the YouTubers.
Well, that's like when I was I think I was this is when I was a senior in high school. So we're talking 5.5 years ago now. I shadowed my local chief meteorologist, very old school guy, probably in his 60s, very old school. And when he was talking to me, he told me straight up, he's like, listen, he's like, here's the deal. He's like, the competition is no longer that guy down the street. Here's your competition is in your hand.
That is true. I mean, and it's the thing about it though, and I know we talk about this a lot on here, and I'm not going on a rant again tonight. I'm just saying that that Gummit, Cameron, I lost my train of thought. You've been doing that a lot lately. So I'm getting older. That's what happens. You get a little bit older. You lose what your train of thought. But I've been saying it for a while now. You know,
I'm scared of what you're like when you're 70.
I mean, I'll probably not even know who you are. I'll be like, who are you, young man? Who are you? Who are you again?
Young man, I'll walk in and I'll be all gray. And I don't know if I'll be that young man.
Oh, I mean, I'm getting a few grays over here now, finally. So
welcome to the club. I've had grays. Buddy.
I know. It's you're 22 and I'm 47.
I'm 24, man.
Oh, you're getting old, man. But anyway, like I was saying, you know, I've been saying for a while that you know that was the way things have gone now. It's just the you know the YouTubers are the wear off. It's because the YouTubers, a lot of these guys have the excitement on there. They have the storm chasers. Yeah. People want to see the excitement. Yeah. You know, they have the storm chasers and they have the you know all the good stuff that's on there, all the action, and people like to see that, and that's why the YouTubers do as well as they do, is because of that. So
it's like watching a movie, but they just have more special effects.
That's right, and then some of them do a really good job at it too. I mean, if you look at the way they present it, it isn't anything special. I mean, it's actually kind of blah. There's not much glim and glam to it. It's really blah weather stuff, and anybody could do it. I mean, you just go buy you a little Radar Omega little accounts, like $100 a year, and you can do the same thing. It ain't hard. It's pretty easy. Put your little webcam up, get your little microphone, and you can do it too. Get you those thumbnails that are bold and fancy and scary and whatnot. See, what's going to wind up happening is there's going to be so much of this crap on YouTube because everybody and his brother does it now. There's going to be so much of that crap on there. Eventually, I think it'll wash itself out because they're going to lose credibility, or people will just completely tune your local TV weatherman out because there's just so many of them out there. You know, even if I were to try to do it, and I have tried a little bit to do it, and it isn't easy to do. It's pretty difficult, especially when you have a full-time job. You know, I don't have near the following. You know, my Facebook page, I've got 36,000 follow me. My YouTube page has like 400 people that follow me. So, you know, even if I were to try to do it, it'd be difficult. The competition is fierce.
Yeah.
So,
and yeah, maybe we are trending back towards more people having cable though, because of how expensive streaming in general is getting.
It is. It's very expensive. There's so many different streaming platforms, but I mean, that's just the way things are now. It's just that everything is streaming.
I mean, you know, the whole idea behind streaming was to cut the bill, but now the bill is probably the same, if not more now.
It's more because, you know, if I think about the streaming services I have, Apple TV, HBO Max, Netflix, you know, Peacock, Disney Plus. Now, I don't pay for all those. I mean, my mom or my sister has some of those, and I just piggyback off of them to get their information or whatnot, and they let me do that. But if you know, I were to, what was I going to say here? I mean, I'm having a lot of these brain farts tonight. So.
I'm worried about you, man.
So, you know, but yeah, but the ones I pay for right now are Netflix, and actually I canceled my Apple TV. They just got tired of watching. That was boring.
You actually watched Apple TV last night?
You did? I started The Penguin on HBO Max, and it was really good. I mean, I'm sure you don't even, like you told me before, you don't even have to be a Marvel, I mean, a DC comic guy or a Batman fan. This is more about the mafia. It's just a good story, and Colin Farrell really nails it as the Penguin. So, yeah. All right. So Carrie says, "Ken, have a nice something." Let me see here what she says
here.
She
said you have nice looking hair.
Well, how do you know that?
Because it's on our screen as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that.
Your old age really showing, man, right now. You're having trouble with technology. You can't remember anything. I'm really worried about you.
I don't know what's up with that, man. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been, my brain, I'm not as sharp as I once was. As the older I get, the less I remember.
You know what I watched last night?
What'd you watch?
And I will always watch. I will watch it until, I don't know, until I can't watch it anymore. But every year, some point in time in the fall, I like to watch it. I watched It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie.
Oh yeah, that's a great one, man. I love the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I hate though that Charlie Brown gets a bunch of rocks thrown in his bag, though. It just makes me so sad for him. And then then the Great Pumpkin never even shows up. And Linus, his name Linus, right?
Yeah.
He misses out on Halloween altogether.
My
And
favorite,
so does what Sally, is that her name?
is it Sally or Lucy?
No, Lucy is the dark-headed one, and I think it's Susie or Sally, the little yellow blonde. Yeah, that's Charlie Brown's sister.
My favorite part, and it always makes me laugh, even at 24 years old, it makes me laugh, is when they do the little couple-minute skit of Snoopy being the flying ace.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny stuff. So.
And honestly, I know it's old. It came out in the mid-'60s, but like to some degree, it has aged very well. That cartoon is almost 80 years old.
It's done well, and
it looks pretty good.
Do you watch the Thanksgiving special
Every year?
And then do you watch the Christmas
every year
and the little Christmas tree? And,
every year?
Yeah.
I will always have an appreciation for Charlie Brown.
Oh, I was a little kid. I loved, man. That was a treat, though. Whenever I was a little kid, man, Charlie Brown came on, and you got your bath early. You got your bath early. You had to go to bed early. You got your bath early, got it out the way, and you were sitting in front of that TV set whenever that Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown came, and you were there. So
because I watch it mainly. I love Snoopy. Snoopy's the best.
Yeah, Snoopy's good. I wonder if that's where Snoop Dogg got his name from.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. So I want to show y'all something there real fast.
Do not.
So
do not.
I'm not going to.
Do not.
Here. All right. So we got a little fly problem here at the station, and it's these big flies. These really big flies. So they bought these little things right here where you can you touch the buttons, you see the little light come, a little current runs through them, and the fly hits it, it shocks it. So I've been trying to get Cameron to let me shock him, and I said it'd be great to do it on live TV, but he's backing up. Cameron, come over here and let me shock you.
No, you're not shocking.
Just tell me how it feels.
No, I don't care how it feels.
You ever touched an electric fence before?
No.
It's probably about like that. It's just a little.
I don't like to get shocked.
It's probably like static electricity where you touch something and it pops. Probably.
I don't like that. I can go to Target and if I have any friction in me, I touch something, I jump because I don't like.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt. It's just scary. That's all.
It's scary. I don't like being scared like that. I don't get scared. Then when I do get scared, I get scared.
But I think the viewers want to see Cameron get shot by this thing.
No, I'm not getting shocked. Listen, I will do a lot of things, but I'm not willingly going to get smashed with an electric paddle.
Well, too bad, because it really would have made for good live coverage.
You know what?
Right here.
If you're so inclined to know about this, I think you should just do it yourself.
Oh man, I've done. When I was a kid, I used to touch electric fences all the time.
Okay, so then this should be nothing because that probably has less current.
And I think you need to experience it.
I have gotten electrocuted by.
It's called life experiences. And now listen, I've been shot. Listen, I do a lot of electrical work at my house, and I've been shot many a times by the light fixtures or whatnot.
I have been shocked by a dryer.
That's big shots there too, man.
I know, and I was not okay. I mean, I walked away from it. I'm still here, but I was not okay mentally. I got shocked like a week ago from the treadmill of all things. Yeah, you know how I have heart rates on them?
Yeah. So come up here closer so people can hear you.
Put that away.
All right, I'll put it away.
Far away. I don't trust you. Stop! Do not.
All right. I'll put it away. So I know y'all wanted to see Cameron get shocked. You know what? We had a girl. I know I've talked about this many times before, but we had a girl on TikTok that was that claimed to be a vampire last year, and I was gonna. I volunteered Cameron to let her bite him, and she was going to, but she never came up here. We need to find that person on TikTok and bring her on up here. Let her bite you.
We can let it go.
Let her bite you.
Let it go.
When are you going to go view some haunted houses and stuff?
Dude, I have been so busy. We have so many things going on here right now.
You're just not managing your time wisely.
What do you mean I'm not managing my time wisely?
If you manage your time wisely, you could go do the haunted houses and stuff.
I mean, work ends at 10 o'clock at night, 10:30, but.
Well, I think their haunted houses should be up and running this weekend, probably. Maybe next weekend. Oh, they have?
They have that new one downtown.
Wonder if they're any good.
Well, that new downtown one sounds kind of crazy. They can touch you. And they said they pull you away from your group.
Oh, no, I don't want anybody touching me. No way.
Because, I don't really get scared by them, but if someone grabs me and pulls me away, I'm a lot to pull away. But if you pull me away, I might be a little concerned.
If you pull me away, you might get smacked. I mean, I ain't doing all that now. I'll walk through them where I know they can't touch you and get a little jump scare here and there.
Yeah, I say those are cool, but I don't know how I don't like getting touched like that, especially in an aggressive manner. My fight or flight's gonna kick in my problem.
Yeah, me too.
Not on purpose. It's just instinct.
Yeah, I know how that is. So I know how it is.
We were having a great conversation about Charlie Brown, and you tried to freaking hit me with.
I just thought it'd be fun to see, honestly.
Put it over there. No, go there. Yeah, right there.
There we go.
Good job. Ken.
Well, that didn't do it right. So
What do you mean didn't do it right?
because it's underneath all that. It
They
can't
don't
be
see
there.
that.
Well, they can't see all that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Again, technology. I know you're old. Oh gosh, Ken.
Well,
I'm getting worried. Maybe while you're doing weather, I should just like stand behind the wall or like on the side of the wall and just reach out and smack you with that.
with the thing that pops.
Yeah.
That would be great TV, but I think we need to. I'm gonna let you do weather. I'm gonna do it to you.
Well, I have a suit, so I can't do weather now. Sorry.
You know how funny that would be. I mean, Richard, our general manager wouldn't like that at all. I'd probably get fired for it, but it would be really great TV to see Cameron get shot by that thing on live TV.
Because I guarantee the words that slip out might get the FCC calling us.
Yeah, it probably would. So it's probably better that we don't do that. So anyway. Yeah, it's about time for me to get dressed though for the newscast. Got about 10 minutes here though. And you're right, Jackie. I don't get near enough sleep. I've gotten in a really since I got back from Italy. I've gotten in a really lazy habit where I really haven't been doing. I tried to do some stuff with YouTube with the hurricane, but it was a lot of work. Man, it was hard work, and I just said I'll just wait until I get everything perfected before I try to do anything with that. But I've really gotten lazy. I just hadn't done a lot lately.
Do you need me to come wake you up from now on?
No, my wife would not like that. So
I'll just tell me which window and I'll bang on it or open it.
all right, well, you can come over every day. It's just the front window there, so
I mean, maybe I'll jump through it.
Come on, do it.
Don't tempt me.
I've been watching a lot of TikToks lately of our favorite show, East Down and Bound.
It's eastbound and down. You keep saying east down and down.
Call you. That's what let's see. Our East Down and Bound and
eastbound and down.
Eastbound and Down. That's
Say
really funny. I've been watching a lot of those, but that's a really funny series. But yeah. Anyway, well, Cameron, I got to go get dressed. So I'm going to go run over here. We're going to tell our folks bye. Have a good night. And we'll see how things turned out with the hurricane. As of right now, I'm going to look one more time on Twitter here, our X. And again, you got to wade through a lot of the political mumbo jumbo. I mean, there's some storm surge and there's some wind. I don't know though. There's some pretty good storm surge there from Venice Beach along the river. That's some pretty decent storm surge there, I'd say.
Yeah,
pretty good there. That's right where the eye made landfall at. So, but a lot of this what we see is the tornado and whatnot. Tornadoes earlier today. Yeah, there's a good bit of storm surge flooding, but again, from a wind standpoint, I don't really see, just anything that's colossal. But the wind, but the flood, which we knew this storm surge is going to be pretty big, and that and tornadic activity has been the biggest story with Milton, I believe, so far. So, all right, I got to go, guys. Y'all have a good night. Do you think we'll have a cold, wet winter? No, I do not. I think it's going to be mild and dry.